So anybody who owns a Porsche Taycan knows about this sound that it makes when you open the trunk. I'll play it for you. Yeah, sounds like a backup truck, and nobody wants that. And the Porsche service refuses to remove it because it's a security feature, and there's nowhere else online that you can find on how to remove this. But I have the solution, and I'll teach you guys today. So this is basically all you need to do this removal. I'll go over what these are later, but for now, all you need is just a basic trim remover, a hex Allen key. I don't know if you can see there. This is what I got. I'm just reusing this from a Ring doorbell. It comes with that, so. Okay, so to start, obviously open the trunk. And we're gonna start with removing this, and that, and then these two, but we're just gonna do that first. So what you wanna do is you wanna grab your trim remover and basically just stick it in and, obviously pop it out, and then you're gonna do the same thing for these two. So basically just get beneath and it should pop out just like that, very simple. Put that to the side. Next, you're gonna pop out these two. These you wanna leave hanging, so pop it out like this. As you can see, just leave it hanging. And then same thing for this one. All right, and then I can just do this rest by hand. Like that. So leave those hanging, and then next you want to pop these two out. So same thing, grab the trim mover and just get underneath. So this is like a silicone type of plastic, and you just want to get beneath that. It'll look something like this, beneath right there, and then just kind of do it by hand, like that. And then obviously, same thing for the other side. Okay, so these two things are removed. Both of these are exposed, this thing's off, and these two things should be hanging off. Next you want to do is you want to grab your hex Allen key. And this is why you need it, because it's a very specific thing. And you're going to use the Allen key to remove these two bolts. Should look like that. And then same thing for the other side. All right, now that we have everything removed, we're gonna remove this cloth trim. And so there are clips behind it. So there's one clip behind here. Let's see if I can see it. Kind of, there's one clip right here. Same thing on the other side, a clip right here. There's a clip here, roughly here, and then there's a couple clips down at the bottom. Super easy to remove though. I would actually recommend just like sticking the things that are hanging, just sticking them in there so that they don't, fall in an awkward way. And so basically all you want to do is just unclip the bottoms first, and then pull it against the clip, and you just basically just pull towards your body. To remove the top clips, just put your fingers behind here and pull. So once everything's unclipped, you just pull it out like that. And then this is what the bottom clips will look like, just so you get an idea. And then you'll have this exposed. So once you have this part exposed, you can see that right here, this is the speaker that makes that beeping sound. And what we want to pull is this pin clip wire right here. And it looks easy for me because I've already pulled it out, but this is actually extremely hard to pull. So you might want like a plier, or not pliers, whatever, to help you pull it, because that is not easy to pull out. Okay, so with just that unplugged, now we're gonna see the silence when you close the trunk. Right, pretty nice. And then when I open it, no sound. So you could technically just leave it like that. You know, obviously leave this thing unplugged, maybe tape it so it's not hanging. Put everything back, and there won't be any more sound. But the issue with that is, let me show you. You lose I'd say a pretty important feature, where you're able to close the trunk from the inside. So normally you would hold the button and it would close, but you can see when you hold the button, it's not closing, right? So I think that's a pretty important feature, and I have a solution to get that feature back and still not have the sound. So basically what you'll want is to buy these resistors. They are like 50 ohms. I could put a link for them in the description. And you want to grab 2 of them, wrap them around on one end, and then leave these 2 exposed. And what you'll do is you'll go over to this thing that we just unplugged from here, right? And you can see that these 2 little squares, you want to put each end into the square like that. All right, so I've put it in just like that. See? And obviously, you know, you could tape this with some electrical tape so it's not hanging, but I'll just show you that the feature is back now. Right here. So I'm gonna hold it, and the trunk closes without making that noise. All right. So for the putting everything back part, here I just had some basic electrical tape, and what I did was I taped off where the thing meets the other thing, where the 2 prongs meets this thing, and also taped off the part that is twisted, and just basically, you know, really stuck it on here to, 1, avoid any rattle, and 2, you know, just so nothing weird electrical happens with this exposed. Also, just to add, if this detail does interest anybody, what you could do, if you don't want the speaker like entirely removed and you actually like the noise, but you just want it lowered, like the volume lowered and it's not as loud, because it is very loud, you could technically add another resistor right here, and what that'll do is it'll just lower the volume instead of, you know, entirely removing it. But I wanted it completely gone. And so now this is what it looks like, you know, everything reinstalled, looking back to normal. Same thing. I would recommend, actually, when reinstalling this piece, obviously put these things between the holes and then line everything up to the clips, because there are clips right here. There's clips along the bottom, 2 clips in the middle, and then I think clips around here. So I would recommend starting from the bottom and going up. And then this is what you'll have once it's done, a silent trunk. So hopefully that helps some of you guys.